Anyway, enough RuneScape. Let's play the video game. Jam versus Jole.
Like the edge. The ledge, yeah. Also the ledge, but it's played with that. Yes. So it's like they say full, like they try to do it. Why? Why? Tighter recovery. Down then is a jackpot. Price. Like tempting. Edge guard. Yeah, edge guard on edge guard. They actually have a difference. Yeah.
Hello, I'm commentating by virtue of having nowhere else to sit. So if I'm going to be here watching the stream anyway, which I kind of wanted to do, because this has been a somewhat back and forth. Well, I say back and forth, I mean Jole won a game. Oh, sorry, won a set for like the first time. Not that long ago. I think since then they have played and Jam won again. But given that Jole is on, I want to say a bit of an upset streak or something, because he beat GP, which ruined bracket, and then GP had to fight his flatmate, but we don't talk about that. But another upset could be in the water. Obviously now Jam sitting with a one-game lead in his pocket and a nice percentage lead on this first stock here. Jam is very he's just very, it feels like Corrin, for slow characters, Corrin can feel like very oppressive. Obviously it's somewhat mitigated by Ike having a sword, but it's just the fact that Corrin can cover such a range of movements with her range, and it can feel very suffocating. But Jam's playing around this very well. He's getting parries, he's just picking his movement in the right spots, and the few times he has lost an interaction, he's managed to, just like that, just avoid the situation being any worse than it could be. And Jole losing his first stock to Nair of all things off the top. Although very quickly answering back with the back air. That's one of the things that makes Corrin such a scary character and gives Jole that upset potential, is that he can just run off stage and back at you, and some characters kind of just eat it. Like, there's not much some characters can do. It is genuinely like a checkmate against a good few characters, and even those that it's not a checkmate against, Jole is just good at hitting it. It's a big lingering hitbox that kills very early, and Corrin's very safe when doing so because whereas other characters would have to risk like trading with a recovery, Corrin's obviously A, it's a big disjointed move, and B, it spaces for them. So that's nice that the devs put that in. This stock looking much like the first in terms of the kind of the percentages, the speed at which each player is racking up damage. Jole, you know, all he needs to do is just hang on to his stock a bit longer, and he may very well find himself with another. Like that pin's already sending so far. That was just center stage at 70, and Ike went flying. All two sword characters back airing. Ike's just about coming out first. Ike, his back air seems maybe somewhat. Oh god, and Jole once again just finding a pretty random kill. He hasn't been. He's had like a couple of like F smash read attempts, but just ripping one out in neutral like that. That's the kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that he would normally like whiff a few times, and I'd be like, Joel's getting desperate here for a kill, but he's been finding those, not at the like rate that he needs to be, because he has been on the back foot this whole game. But if he could just get one of those forward smash or back air early kills, like in this situation, because now the percentages are somewhat on their head. Jam with the deficit for the first time, and in the corner against Corrin as Ike, managing to just kind of passively roll and jump his way back to center stage. Holding center stage obviously very important for Ike in a lot of matchups, this being one of them, when especially as we've seen that Jole is very good at finding those kills in the corner, and that's where he wants to be killing. And just calling out the release of that side B, or potentially he just got there in time to back air it anyway. But yeah, Jole just managing to take that stock before Jam did on the most important stock, which is your last one. It's very warm in the venue at the moment. So hopefully we don't. I've been misinputting a fair bit today just because sweaty hands. Hopefully the player's doing okay. There seem to be like certain spots in the room that aren't too bad. I feel like where the players are sat isn't too bad, maybe because there's just a bit of a draft coming in from outside. But like where I am in the corner is like way worse. There are just some spots in here that are deathly hot. Yeah, Abla's just cooking in the corner for 4 hours. He'll be... Yeah. Jam on the evil red Ike that he goes when he's angry. That's how you know Jam's angry, because he's playing red Ike. Green Ike is like good Ike, and red Ike is bad Ike. Although the damage being done is a bit of a reverse of what we've seen last game, at least in the first two stocks. Jole getting Jam up to a nice 100%, although now struggling a bit more with A, landing, but B, getting on the setting up a position where he can be looking for a kill. He's not going to be faring very well killing Ike when he's above him. Now at ledge, which Ike also very good at killing at ledge. That dash attack getting kill sparks, even though Jole was at like 70 something. Jole was playing to a, and the second dash attack killing. That's actually surprising. Like with the further in stage and staling, but it's still killed like that. Obviously, Ike having rage here. And that's big for Jam to take the first stock, because the percentages have been, both players have been like keeping up with one another in percentages. So just taking that stock before your opponent is such a big deal. Jole, that looked like that was probably meant to be a back air, and that would have killed. Finally getting the up air. That's the thing. Jole, or Corrin rather, if you're just like, I don't know, I guess just playing stage control, your stage control game really well, it can like look like Corrin can like struggle a bit to get a kill, but then you get to a point where just like up air kills. Like, and a monster at that point is like GG's. Like, you will get hit by up air. It's inevitable. You cannot avoid up air forever. Look at it, it's huge, it's lagless. See, Jole should have up aired there. He would have got a combo. he heard me. He's up air. He up aired and now he's winning. Jam going for a risky early side B. Jole, that was exactly what Jole was looking for. Jam soaring over his head though. Oh, an unfortunate rare. Maybe that was the sweaty hands. I did see Jole rub his fingers on his trousers after that. It is hot in here. Hopefully that wasn't a slip of the fingers. Although, quickly answering back, calling out that up B past ledge with a nice back air. Once again, stocks have been kept very even this game, and you know, it's just a case of who takes that last stock first. And it isn't necessarily always who you think it is, based on last game. Jole finally getting a nice 3-piece combo, getting Jam up to orange percents now. Now, this is more of a... Okay, I didn't even get to finish my sentence. I was going to say now we've got more of a stage control game where both players are going to be trying to corner their opponent and yada yada, and then Jam just rips an F smash that kills Jole. Like, what was he at? 60, 70 something? That was that's a Jam thing to do, I think. Sometimes Jam just throws out a kill move and it kills. Because Ike smash attacks aren't good technically, but you know, if you also hit them, then they kill early sometimes. Jam once again sitting a bit more comfortably with that extra game now. Things have been very even this set, so Jole now angry. Joel's gone red Corrin because he's the angry one now. Jam's calmed down, so he's gone back to green Ike, and now Joel's angry, so he's gone red Corrin. I'm glad that these guys are keeping up in the narrative. Maybe if it goes to game 3, they'll both be angry red characters. I mean, it worked. The angry counter pick worked, and Jam won game 3. So maybe that's the... Things are looking... I mean, Jole only just taking his first damage to jab 2-3 there. Although now suddenly getting all his tech options red with side B and landing a nice parry into calling out a jump. Getting some... That was a very... I think that was a misinformed counter. That was a well-informed forward smash, however. You should like never really try and counter Ike side B like that, especially when you have back air. Like back air is like... You don't have to time back air like super well because it just lingers so much. If he had just back aired there, he would have been fine. But it was all a bait. He just wanted the get that F smash. Oh, I can't even remember how he did it. Did Jam try and counter? Is that what happened? Did Jole put the idea of countering in Jam's head and then in a masterful gambit he forward smashed his end lag? I don't actually remember what Jam was doing that was so laggy that Jole got a partially charged F smash. But that all-important first stock obviously gone to Jole now, and he is looking to get Jam up to as much percent as possible. Jam going for the GP up smash at ledge there. Jam already on orange percents, and in the corner against Corrin, this is deadly. Percents are getting redder, and you know, as red as Jole's Corrin because he's so angry that he lost that last game. And once again, the random dash attack just... I say random, that very well could have been a reaction to Jole rolling, or at least the movement, and then just being like, yeah, fuck it, rip it. It does hit jump, so it's just one of those things. If you're kind of got your finger on the trigger anyway, and you just see your opponent move, you can just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna dash attack here. Jole getting a lot of extra credit here, although... Okay, that back end nearly killing. I was going to say we have seen Jam kind of manage to like pick apart Jole as soon as he's at like high percents and start taking like early stocks with Rage. We saw that Rage dash attack coming into play last game. The Rage, obviously, because these players are so angry. Nearly dying to that up air there. That up B not quite coming out. Jole getting the grab. And we're back at ledge. Jole is throwing out up airs like his life depends on it, because up air will kill, and it's broken. But now, stage control is in Jam's favor. This is where he wants to be, and that, once again, Rage coming in clutch there, and that was a very early kill to an F tilt of all things. That was like 80-something% after the hit. Jole quickly answering back, thankfully with that, or thankfully for him, I should say, with that pin. It's just a shame for Jole that he couldn't have landed that pin about 20 seconds prior. Okay, that should be big damage. Never mind, he got the air dodge read, and I say read, frame trap, Corrin just smashes aerials and you can't do anything. If you air dodge, you still die. And very quickly getting Jam up to a nice comfortable percent. We've seen that this is very much kill percent for Jole in this matchup. Especially when Jam is getting sent off stage at nasty angles like that, and when the stage control is in Jole's favor, although now he's above Jam once again. Jam with Rage, and we've seen what Rage can do on this character. A couple more hits and Jole will have to be playing for his life. This is his last stock of the tournament. If Jam takes this game, Jole having that nice option there. Jole's really good at using that, and that's just a very nice thing to have of like characters. So like he did it a lot against like Thick Muffin charging Jet Hammer. It's just like you can just, and you need to do it because Eruption is kind of broken and you die at like 2%. Jam winning 4-1. That Eruption took like 6 stocks. And he's doing an announcement now, because we've got Tea Time 200 coming up in 5 weeks, so everyone come